by the younger generation, I want to say. I'm not even sure it's people my age or older that give a fuck. It's like, put as much effort into saving animals, you know, lessening pollution, climate change, as you do about caring what the fuck your words mean. And that would be more impactful. I mean, yes, at the moment everyone is pretty much stuck behind their keyboards, but come on. Oh, I don't know. Maybe just the older generation is like, young people just learn to not give a fuck what anyone thinks. Plant-based diet all the way. Here's the thing. Yeah, I will eat vegan, vegetarian stuff. Not because, you know, not for the reasons that most vegans and vegetarians would. It's simply because sometimes the texture of meat is, I don't like it. Depending on what kind of meat it is. If it so happens to have a positive effect, great. Am I going to go out of my way to buy something more expensive? No, because it isn't viable to constantly have that. Or at least not from the stuff I've seen. Slightly harsher sounding words, depending on the context, sounds like a slur, but yeah. Anything said in the right way can be made to sound offensive. I could call someone a cunt that I know and be in a friendly way, it wouldn't be an issue. But I could fucking shred into someone who's being a cunt. And it would sound, you know, like everything's all about the way it's said and how someone perceives it. It's like if you take offense to it, you're the one giving it power. To be, you know, if it's used in a certain way. What is going on here? Oh, I don't know. But again, maybe that's like, you know, a different generation. That's just how I see it usually. Words are technically meaningless. in terms of how it affects you. Unless you let them affect you. You could get out this whole time? I had an ex's father refer to me as Ghost. My ex was Chinese, his father was Chinese. It's like, okay. Ah. Wait, how did he get out? So this dude was in here. I shot the panel that was over the front to get access to this, and he made his way out, but somehow replaced this. I think not. I'm on fire! Why is my line on fire? Today makes yourself so fragile as well when you start making words so offensive that you can't stand hearing them. Something Tumblr decided to read 4chan. I mean, if I don't like the word or whatever, someone's calling me an insult. It's not because of specific words, it's just because they're being a dick. And they'll probably get banned. Oh, Raven Distraction. Upgrade. Attacks target. Oh! Attacks target during combat. Stuns the target. Dreams of a bandit captain. Our numbers grow steadily and so does our luck. We managed to find a new hideout. Buried ourselves deep in the forest, some kind of remains of an old village. All the bones and skulls of our dead enemies serve well to keep intruders away. The weapons and arrows are welcome replenishment for our stocks. But now I need to open that damn door. I feel like all has led me to this, to somehow make me stronger, more able. No one can keep me away from destiny now, or perhaps it will not stop at Essex, King of the West Saxons. Oh, he wasn't inside at all, was he? Shit. No, he must have been... Oh, he wasn't inside, he was banging from this side. The good stuff never gets banned. Well, thank you, Andy. Under the SJWs, we're trying to post ultra liberal stuff, we're trying to us figured let's just post nasty shit all over Tumblr. Tumblr was so shocked, made videos of themselves crying because they were so offended, which just made 4chan people do it even more. That's the thing though, the more people react to things. Like yeah, will I entertain someone who's being a dick? Maybe I want to, you know. I'm gonna get the fully fledged dickiness out of people before I ban them. Haven't had that in a while. Oh, is it just ingots? Oh, you're gone. Oh no, there was well, that done it, didn't it? Did I get it in time? I don't know. Oh no. I might be in combat. I'm not entirely sure. Generally, I just do my own thing. I don't interact with a lot of streamers because there's so much drama surrounding them. Not saying that it's necessarily bad, but I like calm and quiet in my life. If that makes sense. Wait, okay, don't give me the assassinate fucking button! No! No. Oh, crap. Where did he go? Where did he go? Well. Oh, this is a great ability. Wait, I can parry with my fucking swords as well? I didn't realize that. Oh, that wasn't at all. But no, I know. It's like I usually stay out of getting involved in chats and more keep it between, you know, in Discord and such, because it's basically usually able to voice without misunderstanding, which is really nice. It's so much of a benefit. I have to confront reality all the time. The echo chambers people make for themselves mean do finally form an opinion. It's based on complete fantasy. Yeah. Oh, but me, I'm always this is gonna sound really bad probably. When it comes to games, whatever, there's not much that I'll be hyped about. Because let's face it, most of the gaming industry has a high percentage to be a letdown at release. There's a few rare ones, usually exclusives or indie. Anything that's multi-platform that has loads of bugs, but usually the most hyped. So I will tend to not be as you know, I guess positive about the games. And depending on the underhanded thing they'll do. I was looking at you, CDPR, who didn't give out console review codes. People are like, give them a chance. It's like, no, they knew what they were doing at that point. Hold them accountable. Doesn't matter where they can fix something, that is something they hid. Indie is so much better at delivering good games, smaller in scale, far more polished and thought through. Oh yeah, there's so many indie games I would love to get to. But of course, I go with a series that I love and hate at the same time. Or I'm JRPGs that... I don't know, depending on them, they're not really triple A's? Oh no, what's... oh god, that's going wrong. That's right, I'm just invisible in this bush. Hi! Yeah, I definitely feel I'm harsh on games. But usually I'm harsh on games because I want them to be good. It's like, okay, things are clearly going wrong where, you know, it's being pushed out. The people are... Why are there so many enemies? Oh no. Sandy, but I also mean medium-sized studios. But yeah, I've definitely had like disagreements with people when it comes to games. But most of the people who come by the channel and whatnot have good heads on their shoulders, so you know, there can be some pretty good discourse. Apart from the ones that just go straight out, well, that game's shit, and there's nothing that they won't give it the time of day at all, and won't justify why they think it's shit. I've had that. I've dealt one of those people. Oh, it's like stepping on eggshells.
We burn for us.
Oh fuck! Oh fuck! No 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 no!
Sizzle, sizzle.
Are you going sizzle sizzle?
Feast on your flesh.
Damn! I think it's in there. I'm looking for. Can I get in there? I don't know. They made the screen about games or like different things for different reasons. Oh! Oh! Oh, let me go. Oh, that's the thing. Like yeah, everyone can disagree or whatever. It's more for there to be an opinion. There needs to be, and that's probably just me being a bit pedantic. Saying it's just shit is not a good argument as to why it's shit. I think for me, if I had been playing it on a different version, probably PC is going to be the best for that. I maybe would have had a different experience. But New Vegas, it's a weird one. I tried multiple times years and years ago before I started streaming. Like I tried to play both Fallout 3 and New Vegas, and I just couldn't. You know when a game just didn't click, or you just can't get into it. Well, yeah, that happens with those initially, and then along came Skyrim, and then that was it. Suddenly, it was fine. I didn't have an issue with them at all. I don't know what changed. I don't know if it was because, you know, I played Skyrim, which was very similar, but a better environment for what I like. But then I could see similarities when I went back to Fallout 3 in New Vegas, that it wasn't so much of an issue, being like the post-apocalyptic. And I got far enough into the games that you had the, I guess the side quests and such. What's that all about, Eivor? Oh, someone's seen me. I love this. I am pinpoint accuracy to hit them. But no, I think New Vegas would have been a different experience had it not got to the unplayable stage. Wait, do I need in here as well? Oh god, I do need in here as well. Shit, I missed that one? St. New Vegas is empty and desolate map. New power rich world to explore. Like feeling atmospheric creative. We don't have to come to a magical conclusion. So we want to discuss. Well, here's what I find really strange. A game like this, for example, there's a lot of space in between that I am just not paying attention to. Because there's nothing in it. I'm just riding from one place to the next. Most of the major places I'm going to because that's where the collectibles are. There's nothing along the way like in Odyssey. For example, Odyssey had two things that are different when it came to the world map. At least that I can remember. Two major things that I noticed. In Odyssey, you had historical places where you'd get like a little bit of information or whatnot. You know, like a statue, a random statue in the middle of nowhere, and you got something about it. And it was nice to discover stuff like that. It didn't relate to the game in any way, but it was nice for something in between you could have a look at, or there was like some fucking huge statues in the game. This one doesn't have that. Also in Odyssey, you had random camps. And I know that because when I first started playing, it was early on, and I'd saved it. I didn't notice at the time. I'd saved it just before I went to the camp, and something either didn't go right or I had to load it. I don't know if it was I was in an area. You know how it was done in levels, and that you were, you know, only supposed to be within a certain number of levels either side, or was it two above or something? I think it was a zone which was higher level, and I might have went into it or crossed over to see what would happen. And there was a camp, and I was like, I'm going to go up against it. I'm pretty sure I got slaughtered. So I loaded it, and I was going to go and attempt it again. But yes, they randomly spawned. So it disappeared. It wasn't set in stone. Like your major landmarks or anything. This doesn't have anything that I could tell that spawns. The only thing that's random is you'll be walking through, I'll be riding through it, and suddenly I'll just be like, oh hey, blah blah blah, and it'll be some bandits or something come out of the bush. That's it. I'm just gonna shoot this. But yeah, I don't know, this feels pretty goddamn empty between the different areas. To me. I'm still trying to see the part of the game which everyone loves. And usually something the masses like, I find mediocre. Or it doesn't hold the same appeal, or, you know, something about it just doesn't do it for me. And something just like popped into my head one of the comments that said, I don't know how many people I've assassinated. I've probably assassinated a few. A large number. Well, let's see, Row Factory, I mean, it's pretty. You can get over the trees pretty quick. 200 copy pasted longhouses doesn't really take you back. No, I felt like there was so much more variety, things you could see in Odyssey. the places had quite a different feel to them. Even the buildings and the atmosphere, and the colors that were used, the color palettes for different islands and such, just varied greatly with some of them. And you got a real feeling that you were in the mainland, or you were up the hills, or you were on the islands, and you were just, you know, beaches and nice and sunny. Okay, I'm going back there. This...
Now,
I am like not looking at anything really. This is very much clearing stuff and going through the motions with main quests sprinkled through it. I would probably enjoy this more if I weren't trying to go for everything being cleared. Origins obviously had a lot of fuck all too, but it was at least interposed with amazing architecture and sprawling size. Well, the desert Origins was nice because it was a desert, and in that, even when you were out in the wilds, you started getting mirages that you would see, and I loved that. You would just be standing there, and Bayek would see like a scarf floating through the air, or there was it a meteor shower through the sky, or the burning bush. Just little things like that, something. Yeah, it would repeat over and over again. But it was nice to have something like that in it in the first place. Oh, these guys hate me. And I've come to realise... Oh god, does someone see me? No. I kinda miss... Where is he? Is he there?
Have a look, Sunan.
I kinda miss having having characters that were consistently throughout the game. Like Mr. Alcohol and Sex from Odyssey. Nothing in this game has stood out, even in the side quests, missions, random events, the mysteries that the game has.
I need your eyes, my friend.
I can't even remember, even though I remember him having the conversation. I can't even remember if the dude who had the axe in his head had a name. Oh wait, you found a lot of the characters in this miles more interesting than anybody in Odyssey? I guess for each of the main story arcs, kinda, but the side stuff, I preferred, I think I preferred Odyssey.
Show me.
Where is he? It's over there. Right, Syndicate was a good story. Oh, I loved Syndicate. I loved the characters on it, and then there was like 3 of them. Actually, no, was it 2? I knew that even knowing the voice actors, 2 of them were from Lost Girl. One of them was from Hollyoaks as well over here. I was like, oh hey, cool, you know, the voice actors. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I've got that a bit wrong. So in this, you've got your main story, and most of it is going and building up alliances and then you've got the order stuff. So they're kind of connected. But they made it sound like I don't necessarily have to do these bits. But none of them like really stand out to me. I don't know. Why are the leaves on the ground moving? Oh.